Hey guys, welcome back. Bolt Spider here, and tonight I'm just sitting around looking through cards on EDO Pro, just trying to figure out what to do. And the rest of the Dawn at Majesty's cards got revealed. So let's take a look at them. So the first one is Master Model Diploman. It is a level 5 Dark Machine effect. 2000 attack and defense. If this card is tribute summoned, you could target one monster in your graveyard, and once it face-up monster your opponent controls, equip that monster from the graveyard to that opponent's monster. While a monster is equipped this way, it loses attack equal to the equipped monster. Your opponent's monster equipped with the equipped cards you control cannot activate their effects. That's okay. Then we have Slower Swallow. It is a level 1 winged beast effect monster, 100 attack, 100 defense. You can only special summon Slower Swallow once per turn, with its first procedure once per turn. So you can only special summon this card this way once per turn. If there are 2 or more monsters with the same level on the field, you could special summon this card from your hand. You could tribute this card, draw 2 cards instead of 1 card during your normal draw, during your next draw phase. So from this set, the Legendary Duelist and many other sets, I think Konami's trying to push Bird up super hard because this is a free extender for the deck to help out a lot. Even in Lyralist, this card helps a lot. Then we have Exoskeletal Dragon Gaiarm 1300. It is a Earth Dragon Synchro. You can only use the first, second, and third effect, so you can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn each. You contribute this card, then target 3 other Synchro monsters in your graveyard, return them to the extra deck. So it's a Dagusto Emerald, but you don't get the draw. You could target one of your monsters, special summon from the extra deck, equip this card from your graveyard to that target. So it goes back to the monster. Okay, when a monster equipped with this card declares an attack, you could draw 1. That's actually very interesting of an effect. I mean, if you have something like you equip it with Boral Sword, I think you can. Can you? Yeah, you can. So you just equip this with Boral Sword, you get 2 draws. That's actually very good. Next, we have the Messenger Spirit of the Fatal Eye, Pompos. It is a Earth Zombie Tuner effect, 0 attack and defense. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn each. If this card is special summoned, you can apply this effect based on which of the following your opponent has more in their graveyard. Monster, banish this card, and if you do, your opponent banishes 1 monster from their graveyard, their choice. Spell or trap, send this card to the graveyard, and if you do, your opponent sends 1 monster they control to the graveyard, their choice. During the end phase, if this card was banished last turn, special summon this banished card. Okay, this is actually a very interesting tuner, as most of the time you're going to be banishing it, so they banish a card from their graveyard, so they lose resources. And during the end phase, you just get it back. At least it's not a quick effect. That's interesting. Next, we have Margin Trade. You can only activate 1 card with this card's name per turn. Your opponent can discard 1 card to negate this effect. Otherwise, both players look at their opponent's deck, and if they do, they choose 1 card from it. Then they add the card chosen by their opponents to their hand. So look at the deck, choose 1 card, then they add the card chosen by their opponents. Okay, so it's like a low-level Bio of Obedience for both players. This card is not playable in remote duels. That's fine. It's an interesting card. I could say that. Monster Assort. Or Assorted Monsters. Reveal one normal monster and one infect monster with the same type, attribute, and level from your deck. And if you do, your opponent randomly picks one, and if for you to add to your hand. Also, shuffle the other monster back into the deck. Why does this sound like Draco Slayer? Reveal two monsters. That's a normal monster and effect monster with the same level, attribute, and type. Yeah, it's another Draco face-off, but in a trap form. Okay. Next we have As the Master of the Beast Pleases. That's a good name. You can only activate the effect of this card's name once per chain. Once per turn at the start of the damage step if your monster battles an opponent's monster in the same column. You could return all cards in your battling monster's column to the hand. God. Okay. Mech Knights beware. Now we have Paparazzi Desperazzi. It's a link to Fiend type. It points left and right and lets you to affect monsters. I can understand that. When your other monster is targeted for an attack, you can change the attack target to this card and perform damage calculation. When this card you control is destroyed by opponent. Excuse me. Destroyed. Okay, when this card is destroyed by battle with an opponent's monster, destroy that opponent's monster, and if you do, gain life points equal to half the attack on the field. So it's just a Sakuratsu armor, but a draining shield. Then we have Stall Turn. When a spell, trap, or monster effect is activated that would negate the summon of a monster's or the activation of a spell trap card, banish the top 3 cards of your deck face down, negate the activation, and if you do, shuffle it. Ew. No. Jar of Generosity. Place 1 card from your hand on top or bottom of the deck. Really? This new jar card. Oh, this new jar card is not that good. It's a funny card. It's a funny card, but no one's gonna run it. No one is gonna run that. Is there any other news? Because I actually like a couple of these cards. Honestly, any other news? Oh, we got the reference art for the Thespian Quaeritis. The Thespian's various masks. The fact that Quaeritis' spear can pop out into a sword like a blade and presumably snap shut on prey. The result of what becomes of Fleur-de-Lis's armor, also note, can switch to walking on 4 legs like a dragon or lizard, and that is roughly twice the size of Maximus's height. Quaeritis is created by darkness being compressed within the armor, and the dragon-like form results from it being released. Its spear is apparently created from Fleur-de-Lis's sword and shield. Yeah. So is Fleur-de-Lis's armor. Fleur-de-Lis. I love when they release concept art. It's always amazing. Like this. Oh, that sword is dangerous. Oh, I open up. I swing it. It snaps shut on you. Oh, that's yikes. Oh, that's more complicated. Oh my lord. And that's pretty much it. Well, if you guys did enjoy, hit that like button down below, and if you want to see more content like this, please hit that sub button, as it always helps out. But anyways, I've been Bolt Spider. See you guys in the next video, and goodbye.